Hello everyone, welcome back to the course Master Fusion 360 for Beginners. In this lesson 2, we are going to draw a slotted and curved support block. But first, we need to set the type of design that we want to draw, because we can draw from part design to assemble design to hybrid design to drawing to electronics design or even to electronics library. But I suggest you and recommend you all to use hybrid design because this is the one that involves every feature that is integrated in a design. So we'll select hybrid design and we'll select create new. So to start with our drawing, we need to set the view that we want to represent our drawing. In this case, this is the view where it suits better to represent our drawing. So we'll go to our cube and we'll see which view is better, mainly due to the view of our drawing, in this case to the shape of our drawing. So we can select, for example, for this drawing, the front view because it represents better our drawing shape. So we'll select the front view and we'll go to the solid feature and we'll select create and we'll select create a sketch. And we'll go to that view and select it to start our sketch. And you'll notice that a sketch workspace has opened, so it means that we are already in the sketch workspace. So we'll go to the toolbar to start drawing and we'll select the line tool and then we'll select the origin and we'll set a dimension as, for example, 120 millimeters and we'll click OK. And then we'll go again to the origin and we'll select it and we'll go upwards and we can set, for example, a dimension as, for example, 80 millimeters and then click OK. And we'll go back to the toolbar and select the line tool to start drawing the shape of our drawing. In this case, we'll click in the hand point and we'll go upward, for example, as 50 millimeters and we click OK. And also to organize our sketch workspace, we can move the dimension to the right or we can also move it to the left. And we'll go again to the toolbar and we'll select the line tool to continue drawing. And we can set, for example, a dimension as, for example, 35 millimeters and we can click OK. And again, we'll be using the line tool and we can set, for example, a depth as, for example, 15 millimeter and then click OK. And to continue, we'll be using line tool again and we'll select the hand point again and we'll select, for example, a dimension as 35 millimeters and we'll click OK. And we'll be using line tool again to close our drawing shape. In this case, we'll move it to the hand point and we'll select it and we'll go upward. And then notice that we want these two to be in the same height. So to have it, we can move it slightly to that point. And as you move it slightly to its original position, you'll notice that a blue line is being generated. So it means that now they are in the same height. We can unite them accurately. So now you can click OK. And you go to the toolbar again, select the line tool, and you can unite the 2 points. And you'll say that our sketch is complete because it is closed. It means that we'll be able to extrude it. So we can now finish the sketch and then we can start extruding. So we'll go again to the solid feature and we'll select create and we'll select extrude. And now we can see in which direction we want our 3D model to be modeled in this case. So we can go, for example, to the right or to the left, but I'll prefer going to the right in this drawing. And we can set, for example, manually a dimension which will be the thickness as, for example, 50 millimeters, and then click OK. That's our drawing. But now we need to draw the slotted and the curved shape. First, we'll start by drawing the slotted shape. So we'll select this face, which is where it will be placed. So we'll select it and select create and select create sketch. In this case, we'll go again to the toolbar and select the line tool, and we need to set, for example, a distance from the border, in this case the corner, to the shape that we want, which is the slotted one. So we'll select it and then we'll go, for example, 10 millimeters to have the shape that we want. And also in this type of cases, you can use the construction line. So you go to the sketch palette and then you can select construction line and then you can click OK. Now you can move it or change it again to its original line. So now we'll go to the toolbar again and we'll select now the 2-point rectangle. And then you can click the point in this case and you can move it slightly, and then you can set, for example, the width as 30 millimeters. And now you want to change to also set the height. And to do it, you can go in your keyword and you can select the tab and then you can set it, for example, as 15 millimeters. So always remember, when you want to switch, you can select the tab in your keyword and then you'll see that you'll be able to change it. Now that it's set, you can click OK. And now let's finish the sketch. So now we can extrude it to cut, which is what we came here to learn in this lesson. So we'll go to the solid feature and we select extrude, and then we can select the face that we want to cut, to remove in this case. So we can select it and then we can move it downwards. In this case, you know that, and you'll notice that it highlights red in this case. So it means that that shape is being generated and that material is being removed. And you'll see also that the operation changed. Instead of new body, it is now to cut. So it means that that shape is being generated. In this case, that material is being removed, and then you can set OK. So now we can create another shape that we want. So now we have to select the face where we want our drawing or our next shape to be placed. So we'll select this face and then we'll go to the solid feature and we'll select create and we'll select create sketch. In this case, we want to draw our curved shape. So we'll go to the toolbar and we'll select the center diameter cycle. We'll select it and we want it to be in the middle. And to see it, if it's in the middle, you have to move it in the center and you'll notice a difference between it. Because when you move it, when you go and you find the middle point, that's a triangle that appears. So it means that's the middle point. So you'll select it and you'll move it slightly and you can set it dimension. For example, we can set as 30 millimeter and then click OK. Now you can finish sketch. So now we need to select the face or the shape that we want to remove. In this case, we'll go first in the solid feature and we'll create or select extrude. And then we have to select the part that we want to cut. In this case, this is the part that we need to cut or remove. So we'll select it and then we can go to the right, for example, and you'll see that that shape is being generated. In this case, our material is being cut. So we can set it as OK. So now our shape is generated. And now let us save our work so that we don't lose it. So we'll go to save and we can set, for example, as lesson 2. And then you can save it. So now our model is already done. That's how we convert 2D sketch to 3D model, and then that's how we extrude to cut. Thank you for being here until here, and I hope to see you all in the next lesson. And please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to activate the bell so that YouTube can always tell you when a video is uploaded. Thank you all and see you in the next one.